Have you ever wondered what your landscaper isn't telling you? I'm Steve with Steve & Stevens Lawn Care. I want to let you know what things landscapers might not be telling you that can affect you as a homeowner. Time is money with lawn and landscaping. So if we're taking the time to do your lawn, we got to get to the next lawn and be efficient throughout the day. That's why you might not always see landscapers wanting to have a long conversation. Of course, a hi, bye, catch up, want to be friendly, but a lot of landscapers won't tell you that. Typically they're like, oh man, I know such and such is a talker. They're gonna really eat up my day. And we got a lot of time that we charge, so they don't like telling you that, but it's something to keep in mind. Why exact time and days aren't always guaranteed. At Steve & Stevens, we try to give you guys a set day. So if you're on Wednesday, we're gonna try to be on Wednesday all the time, but it's a lot of elements outside. For example, rain, hurricanes, sometimes you can have flooding incidents. Also, we have things that's related to our business. For example, trucks could break down, we can get a flat in the morning. So we wanna tell you 9 a.m., the guys get in the morning, all of a sudden we got a flat tire, maybe the rim is bent, or we gotta run over here and run over there, and there's a lot going on, and we can't be there at 9 a.m. We don't want the customer to be upset. So that's why a lot of guys, if you're ever checking, can't give you an exact time because we're unable to give you that exact time because we work outside. It's not like just a phone call, hey, I'm gonna call you at 9 every day or 9 to 9:15. It might be 10:30 that day because we had to go get a tire or someone called out. So it's just something to keep in mind, but that's why we allow that 100% show rate guarantee, where we're gonna show up on the day that we said or within 2 business days. That allows that variability of trucks breaking down, guys calling out, or the weather being bad. But just keep in mind, if someone does tell you something like that, they might charge you an extra. So if you want me there at 10 o'clock or between 10 and 11, charge you a premium fee to try to get there at that time. Again, we don't offer that, but I know some guys that do it. Something else your landscaper might not be telling you is that mowing doesn't make a lot of money. If you search that on YouTube and other stuff like that, people tell you that all the time. You gotta remember that, yeah, we're charging you 50 bucks a cut, for example, but our mowers cost $7,000 to $8,000. Some of the top line ones, they're gonna be around $20,000. We also got enclosed trailer, all the insurance is paying out labor and stuff like that. And mowing is time, so time equals money. And you usually can't charge too much because you got a lot of people suppressing the market. So that's why you get a lot of upsells. We make a little bit more money when we're doing mulch, rock, sod installs, tree trimming. So those are the things that you add on to your mowing service to get a little bit more profits out of it. But no one's trying to steal or become rich off of just mowing. We often hear, oh, I found a price cheaper or you too expensive, but comparing a professional service to checking the truck, as we call it, which is somebody doing it part-time or on the side. So we usually tell people to look for a retiree or a solo op, because for us, we gotta pay a W-2 out. We got insurances, we got a lot more overhead than just Jim down the street that's running out of his garage to come mow your lawn. So it's just something to keep in mind. When people out there price shopping, it's hard to compare, chucking a truck to a real company that has multiple trucks on the road and have a lot of insurances, which help protect you as the homeowner. Some guys don't really break down how the pricing structure works, meaning a lot of guys in the industry, let's say you do regular mowing, so every week we charge you 50 bucks. If you go bi-weekly, they usually have a fee. Some of the guys that really know what they're doing, they're gonna charge you about 50% more, meaning you're gonna pay $75 for that one cut, and then 2 weeks later, you're gonna pay another 75, so you can pay 150, but they sell it to you by saying you don't have to pay the 4 weeks at 50. But it looks a lot better if you just do the weekly cuts. So a lot of people don't tell you that. Definitely in the summer, we kind of moved away from like once a month, just because as you as the homeowner, your grass is gonna be a lot taller in the growing season. We gotta do 2, 3, 4 passes, so it's not just one maintain, one pass, take us 30 minutes instead of taking an hour and a half. So it's something that they really don't tell you about that. So it saves you money to go weekly, on a week-to-week basis, and it also makes your lawn look a lot better. This one's a little touchy, so it's paying. So a lot of landscapers or other companies won't tell you is that they look at their late payers as, I don't need that kind of headache in my life, or they'll drop you, or they'll try to charge a ridiculous rate just so you'll drop them. But what they're really frustrated about is not paying on time. A lot of guys don't like confronting that, and it's best if you just put a card on file or ACH so you know that they're getting paid, they know that they're getting paid. And again, another pushback we hear is, oh man, I got screwed over last year. Even customers that switch over to us, they'll tell us about this guy that screwed them over. Well, I'm online, I got Google reviews, we're a real company, we got insurances, we're gonna be there, we're not gonna screw you over. Sometimes when people mention guys I can't even find, it's just Jimmy down the street screwed me over because I went out of town for 3 months and I already paid. So those legitimate companies, you want to make sure that you're paying them on time. You're going to be one of their top customers. They'll probably do that extra bush trimming that you need because you're an on-time paying customer. So it's a benefit for both parties. You're paying on time, we got to pay our guys. Our guys are not going to wait. Gas isn't going to wait. So be one of those customers that pay when their service is done. At Stevens Stevens, we value transparency and honesty and reliability. That's why we focus on paying our guys a livable wage. We got trackers on our truck. We pay bonuses and quarterly profit sharing. All our customers know that we promise to be there within 2 business days of whatever day that we give to you guys. So hopefully this video was helpful so you know whether it's us or any other professional company out there, why they may not be telling you certain things and why some of these things matter.